The Vademecum created during the PrEcIOUS project is really one of our final tools to extend a hand to other higher education institutions and also to give tools so that vision can be translated into practice. And we've done so with 4 areas of action. Each was written and taken care of by one of our partner universities. And we start with equitable higher education in regards to sexual orientation and gender identity. This is sort of to start off and truly understand what it means to create an equitable higher education institution when we take into consideration sexual orientation and gender identity. We move on to nonviolent, effective, and inclusive institutional communication and see how communication really creates, scenarios, just even images in our heads, and allows us to feel seen and represented while we are living, working, and studying inside these higher education institutional environments. Moving on to effective representation and institutional levels, which in fact is what I believe to be the next step, which is how power is then distributed to everyone equally, regardless of sexual orientation and gender identity, and how finally regulatory instruments and tools come into place. And that's the third mission of higher education institutions. Now, all of these areas are explained and explored through a conceptual framework. And this is just to set the table, and then each reader can either add or subtract, change whatever they believe is needed. Good practices, and that is something they can also explore both at the university who actually wrote that part, or with other practices. We have strategic paths in place, which again, give an example on how to move, whether that is taking a small step or a bigger step, whether you want to look at something for a semester, whether you want to look at something for the next 3 years. There is a strategic path to put that in place. And then practical recommendations. And we have a sort of at a glance area where you can look at all of the different practical recommendations and examples of other higher education institutions as well around the world. So you can also get a taste of how different communities, whether they're in other geographical locations which are not European universities, have taken these matters into, again, vision to practice. So I hope you find what you're looking for, and I hope you can also, make it into what you need.